Strengthening the core is important for a lot of reasons. It plays a vital role in overall physical health and function. It helps improve posture and balance, enhances athletic performance, prevents lower back pain, helps you with your daily activities, and also helps prevent injuries. We're starting today's ab workout with bicycle crunches. This exercise helps target your obliques, the muscles on the sides of your abdomen. So today we're going to be doing bicycle crunches. Start by lying flat on your back with your hands behind your head, elbows wide and knees bent with feet lifted off the ground. Engage your core by pulling your belly button towards your spine and lightly lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Bring your right elbow and left knee towards each other while extending your right leg straight out, hovering over the ground. Switch sides by bringing your left elbow towards your right knee while extending your left leg out. Continue alternating sides in a fluid, bicycle pedaling motion, keeping your core engaged and breathing steadily throughout the exercise. Next, we move on to crunches. Crunches mainly target your rectus abdominis, which is the main muscle on the front of your abdomen. Crunches. Stay lying down on the mat with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground, hip width apart. Place your hands behind your head with elbows wide open, ensuring not to clasp your fingers or pull on your neck. Engage your core muscles by drawing your belly button towards your spine and lift your shoulders and upper back off the ground in a smooth motion, keeping your lower back pressed to the floor. Pause at the top of the movement, ensuring your neck and head are relaxed and not strained. Then slowly lower back down to the starting position. Repeat the movement, maintaining a controlled and steady pace and breathing out as you lift and in as you lower. The next exercise is dead bugs. Apart from engaging your core muscles, this exercise also engages your hip flexors, your lower back and your stabilizing muscles. This exercise is especially beneficial because it enhances your coordination and balance. Here's how to perform dead bugs. Lie on your back on the mat with your arms extended straight up towards the ceiling and your legs raised with knees bent at 90 degrees. Engage your core by pressing your lower back into the mat and pulling your belly button towards your spine. Slowly lower your right arm and left leg towards the floor, keeping them straight until they are just above the ground but not touching. Return your right arm and left leg to the starting position, then repeat the movement with your left arm and right leg. Continue alternating sides and make sure the movement is controlled. Glute bridges are next. This exercise helps strengthen your posterior chain, the backside of your body, improving your posture and also by help alleviating your lower back pain as it strengthens your lower back muscles. Once again, you're going to be flat on the mat with your knees bent, feet flat to the floor and arms by your sides. Engage your core and glutes and then lift your hips up off the ground by pressing your feet into the floor, aiming to form a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Ensure your lift comes from your glutes and not your lower back. Your back should remain in a neutral position throughout the movement. Hold the bridge position for a few seconds at the top, squeezing your glutes, then slowly lower your hips back down to the starting position. Let's move on to leg raises. Leg raises primarily target your lower abdominal muscles, specifically the rectus abdominis and the hip flexors. Leg raises. Lie flat on your back on the mat with your legs straight and your arms at your sides. You can place your hands under your lower back or your butt for added support. Engage your core muscles by pressing your lower back into the mat and keeping your abdominal muscles tight. Slowly lift your legs off the ground to a vertical position, keeping them straight and together and ensuring your lower back remains in contact with the mat. Pause briefly at the top of the movement and then slowly lower your legs back down just above the floor without touching it. Repeat the movement, avoiding any jerky motions or allowing your lower back to arch. The next exercise is the single leg glute bridge. This exercise is beneficial for specifically isolating and targeting each glute muscle, which can help correct muscle imbalances, improve lower body strength, and enhance stability and coordination. To perform a single leg glute bridge, lie flat on your back on the mat with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Extend one leg straight out in line with your thigh. Press down through the heel of your bent leg to lift your hips off the ground, aiming to create a straight line from your shoulders to the knee of your extending leg. Ensure your lift is driven by your glutes and not your lower back. Keep your hips level and your core engaged to avoid any tilting or twisting. Hold the bridge position for a few seconds, squeezing the glute of your supporting leg, and then slowly lower your hips back down to the starting position. Next on the list is mountain climbers. Mountain climbers help target multiple muscle groups, including the core, the chest, the shoulders, the triceps, and the hip and leg muscles. Mountain climbers. Start in a plank position with your hands under your shoulders and your body in a straight line from your head to heels. Bring your right knee toward your chest without lifting your hips or allowing them to sag. Quickly switch, extending your right leg back to the plank position while bringing your left knee toward your chest. Continue alternating legs at a brisk pace, keeping your core engaged and your back flat throughout the exercise. Aim to perform this movement at a set duration, maintaining the form and speed. Moving on to Russian twists. This exercise is important for building core strength, rotational movement ability, and overall stability and balance. To perform Russian twists, sit on the floor with your knees bent, feet flat, and lean back slightly to create a V shape with your torso and thighs. Hold your hands together in front of your chest, or for added resistance, hold a weight or a medicine ball. Twist your torso to the right, bringing your arms parallel to the floor on that side. Return to the center and then twist to the left, completing one repetition. Keep your abs engaged and your back straight throughout the exercise, and make sure you do the reps in a controlled manner. The next exercise is a weighted glute bridge. The only difference between a glute bridge and a weighted glute bridge is the fact that there is added resistance on your body. This added weight will really help tone those muscles even more. Weighted glute bridge. This exercise is going to be performed the same as a glute bridge. You can either use a dumbbell or a sandbag. Place it on the crease of your hip, keeping it in place with your hands as you perform the reps. The next exercise is glute kickbacks. This exercise primarily targets the glutes, especially the gluteus maximus. They also engage the hamstrings and the lower back muscles. This exercise is important for strengthening the glutes, which is especially crucial for hip extension, lower body movement, and posture. You'll be performing this exercise on all fours with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Keeping your right knee bent at a 90-degree angle, lift your right leg behind you until your thigh is almost parallel to the floor. Squeeze your glutes at the top of the movement for a moment. Lower your leg back to the starting position without resting your knee on the ground. Now do as many repetitions as you can as you switch your left leg. Now switch to the other leg and repeat for as many reps as you can. Now we come to the last exercise on the list, heel taps. Heel taps primarily target the obliques, the muscles on the side of the abdomen. Along with this, they also engage the rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscle, and the deep core muscles. Heel taps. Lie on your back again with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and arms by your side. Lift your shoulders slightly off the ground to engage your core, keeping your lower back pressed to the floor. With a controlled motion, bend to the right to tap your right heel with your right hand and then return to the center. Repeat the movement on the left side, tapping your left heel with your left hand. Continue alternating sides, maintaining a rhythmic and controlled pace while keeping your core engaged. Thanks for watching, and like if you liked the video, and if you really loved it, then subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!